Welcome to another Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union broadcast of Lumberjack basketball. Join us as we bring you the action live from the court with Tim Parrish. We want to take a moment to thank all of our Lumberjack sports sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Now for the countdown to tip-off with Tim Parrish, and go Lumberjack! And welcome, Lumberjack fans. Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. It is district tournament time for the Lumberjack girls basketball team, as tonight they will be hosting, or I should say today, they will be hosting the Priest River Spartans in a loser-out contest for district tournament action, as it's kind of like a play-in game here today for this first round of the district tournament action. And it's the number 4 seed pitted against the number 5 seed of the Priest River Spartans. It's going to be an interesting game because these two teams, of course, have already played twice this year. The Lumberjacks took it in a close one up in Priest River in their first meeting of the season, but then just on Thursday night, Lumberjack girls dominated the Priest River Spartans here at home, 42-13. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Priest River Spartans do to bounce back and come in here tonight and try to continue their basketball season, as is the same for the Lumberjacks as well. See what happens here tonight for the Lumberjack girls. Good luck to all the Lumberjack wrestlers. They are at, I think it's the Bonners Ferry tournament for wrestling today, and they were there yesterday. Also, good luck to the Lumberjack boys, as they are going to be taking on the Logos Knights in Moscow today. That game scheduled for a 2:30 start time, and if that game gets going while this game is still on, we will be getting updates from our roving reporter, Tyler Olson, over in Moscow. He said that he would shoot me some updates today of that game, as long as this game might be getting close to over by then, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, we do have Senior Recognition Day today on KOFE Radio, and also the NFHS Network camera system and our YouTube audio stream as well. You can find the link to that here in just a little bit on our KOFE Radio Facebook page. You can share that around so that people out of town can find that as well if they don't have access to the NFHS network. We're going to be recognizing the Lumberjack girls seniors tonight, as we weren't here for senior night on Thursday, so we will recognize them here this evening or this afternoon. And we're going to start right now with one of our seniors before we take our first break. The first senior on the Lumberjack roster, and there's quite a few of them. We've got Tacey Watkins. Her parents are Lane and Breanne Watkins. She has 11 years of playing basketball. Her activities in school include volleyball, basketball, softball, Business Professionals of America, Puzzle Club, and a live cycle studio. Tacey plans to attend the University of Montana to study speech and language pathology. Her most memorable moment is anything that involves Kinsey, Jenna, and Kirsten. Tacey would like to thank her mom, her dad, Lissa, Grammy and Papa, Devin, Hammond family, Miller family, Wicks family, Sands family, the Holders, Brian Chase, Digger, Danica, Carson, Jared, and her teammates and her coaches. That is our first Lumberjack senior, Tacey Watkins. We'll take a break, come back with the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off on KOFE 1240.
T1FCU's Ascend Checking is a simple free checking account that gives you the flexibility to earn dividends. Plus, get anytime account access with online and mobile banking, mobile deposit, and no minimum balance requirements. So level up your finances with an Ascend Checking account. Learn more at t1fcu.org/ascend. T1FCU, your community, your credit union. Insured by NCUA.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Maries.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? You need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
With stage 1 and 2 of the sports complex nearly complete, the Lumberjack Booster Club thanks Archie's IGA, Shift and Grind, and the St. Maries community for their fundraising effort and continued support in making this sports complex come to life. The next stage will be the sprinkler system. The Booster Club is looking for new members. If you have kids in high school or soon entering high school, now is the time to get involved with the Booster Club. For more information on how you can help with the sports complex or questions about becoming a member, contact Donnie Masterson at 208-582-1802 or by email at golumberjacks@gmail.com. And as always, go Lumberjack!
Attention high school sports fans. Are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Idaho needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Maries community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those Lumberjacks.
Tim Parrish back here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. The Pollatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off as your Lumberjack girls set to take on the visiting Priest River Spartans in round 1 of the 2A Central Idaho League District Tournament. Taking a look at the Central Idaho League as the 2A side of things here, the standings. And real quick, I'm going to make note of this as they kind of change things up on Idaho Sports and stuff as far as the final standings for Central Idaho League play. Priest River apparently is a 2A team this year, but they basically were an independent school away from the Central Idaho League. So they're 2A, but I guess they weren't maybe necessarily considered part of the Central Idaho League. So none of the games that St. Maries or Kellogg played against them counted towards Central Idaho League standings. What that ended up doing was making Priest River the de facto 5th place team at this district tournament because Priest River, they didn't want to make the 6-hour trip, and I don't really blame them, but they're all the way up to Grangeville or over to Orofino. I figured they might come up with some sort of an arrangement this year where they would meet in between somewhere at neutral sites to play those games, but they did not do that. So apparently it was basically Priest River's games did not count for St. Maries or Kellogg when they played them as far as league is concerned. The Grangeville Bulldogs, though, they come out on top of the league once again this year, 6-0 in league play, 13-8 in their overall record. Their last game was a 55-46 win over the Orofino Maniacs. They are 7th in the 2A power rankings on idahosports.com and 7th in the Max Preps rankings. The Kellogg Wildcats, in their first year at the Central Idaho League level, they are number 2 in the league with a 3-3 league record, 8-12 overall. They lost to Sandpoint 64-30 in their last action. They will be playing Orofino on the 6th in the next round of district tournament play. They are 11th in the 2A power rankings on Idaho Sports. They are 12th in the Max Preps rankings. The Orofino Maniacs, they are 2-4 in their league record, 6-11 overall. They lost to Clarkston JV 45-43 in their last action. They will be at Kellogg, like I mentioned, on the 6th. And they are 15th in the Idaho Sports Power Rankings, 13th in the Max Preps Rankings. St. Maries Lumberjacks come in with a 1-5 league record this year, 9-10 overall. A good improvement over last year's record for the Lumberjacks. 42-13. Their last one was a 42-13 over these very same Priest River Spartans. This is a loser-out contest, so the winner of this game will go on to play the number 1 seed, which is Grangeville, on the 6th, which is Monday. The Lumberjacks are 9th in the Idaho Sports Power ranking, 17th in the Max Preps ranking. The Priest River Spartans, 2-13 overall on the season, and they are here tonight, of course, and this is a loser-out game once again. So if St. Mary's wins, they'll be on to play Grangeville on Monday. If Priest River wins, they will be on to play Grangeville on Monday. The Spartans are the 21st in the Idaho Sports Power rankings, 23rd in the Max Preps rankings. Taking a look at the top 5 in both of those categories, first with the Idaho Sports rankings, the top 5 is Melba. I think I seen they had a 22-0 record. Melba girls undefeated on the season, and the Melba boys currently undefeated as well. A couple of very strong teams down south that teams are going to have to compete against in-state. North Fremont sitting at number 2, Coal Valley Christian at number 3, Soda Springs at number 4, and Ryrie at number 5. That is the Idaho Sports Power rankings. In the Max Preps rankings, it's Melba number 1, Soda Springs number 2, Coal Valley Christian number 3, North Fremont number 4, and number 5 is Ryrie. The Max Preps rankings is what they will seed the state tournament by. So that's been a look at your Central Idaho League standings and your power rankings. We'll take another break, and we'll come back with more of the Potlatch number 1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off here on KOFE 1240 St. Mary's, on our YouTube audio stream, and on the NFHS network. Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life, plus they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown teams. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Any adventure, any task, any time, there's a Yamaha utility ATV for any ride and any rider. See the full lineup at St. Mary's Don Cycle. Adventure seekers can start with the trail-tested capability and comfort of the Yamaha Grizzly lineup. For the ultimate in mid-size ATV performance, check out the Yamaha Kodiak 450. And for those who mix work and pleasure, the Yamaha Kodiak 700 line devours chores and leaves room for adventure. Find your utility ATV at St. Mary's Don Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to safety. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the Hot Deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to safety.
Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goals. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jacksville Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jacksville Trucking.
Tim Parrish back here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. Paulat's #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip off as your Lumberjack girls host the Priest River Spartans in first round action of the 2A Central Idaho League District Tournament. 26 minutes until opening ceremonies. We are recognizing our Lumberjack seniors tonight here on the air. Our next senior is Stacy Mitchell. Her parents are Ken and Pam Mitchell. She has 10 years of playing basketball. Her activities include basketball, volleyball, and softball in high school. After school, she plans to attend the University of Idaho to study forestry. Her most memorable moment was when she and Danica put Jada in the toilet. Stacy would like to thank her parents, her grandparents, Cody, Julian, her teammates, and coaches, Jarrett and Jerry. That is St. Maries Lumberjack senior, Stacy Mitchell. Now we'll take back into our countdown to tip off here. As first, let's see here. Let's take a look at the bracket so we can get you a little bit of an update on that. Once again, the Lumberjack girls and the Spartans playing here in Game 1 of district tournament action. The winner will advance to Game 2. That is on Monday, and the loser will be out of the tournament action. So whoever wins this game will face off against Grangeville in Grangeville at 6 p.m. on Monday night. If the Lumberjacks make that game, we will be trying to get a feed from the station up there in Grangeville to get that game to everybody here in St. Mary's. The loser of that game will go on to Game 5, which is on Wednesday, and that game will be at 6 p.m. at the higher seed that will host that game. So if St. Mary's loses to Grangeville, they will play there, and they'll play the loser of Kellogg versus Orofino. And the other two teams will move on to the opposite side of the bracket, which is basically a district championship game. And the winner of that game will go on to state. The winner of the game between the two losing teams from round 6 or round 2 and 3, games 2 and 3. The winner of that game will move on down to play the loser of the district championship game. And those teams will battle it out for second place in districts, and they will advance to a state play-in game. And the loser of this Game 5 will be eliminated from district competition. So if you understood that, that is how the district tournament is set up. The state play-in game will be at Grangeville High School. It'll be the second seed out of the Central Idaho League, playing against the third seed out of, the third seed out of District 3. So that is the district tournament. That is how it is set up, and we'll keep you reminding you of how that is as we get through the season or through the tournament action. Now let's take a look at the Lumberjack girls as on the season. We know that they have got a 9-10 record right now, 1-5 in league play. The Lumberjack girls averaging about 38 points per game, and they are allowing about 42 points per game to their opponents. Not shooting too bad from the field though. St. Mary's averages 33% shooting, 21% from three-point range, which is a little bit low, and 47% from the free throw line, another number you want to see a tad bit higher. Their opponents are shooting around 31% from the floor, 23% from three-point range, and 47% from the free throw line. So not much of a difference in those numbers. Lumberjack girls doing a pretty good job on the rebounding numbers. They average about 38 rebounds per game, while their opponents average 33. Assists, St. Mary's averaging about 10, while their opponents average about 7. St. Mary's averaging 10 steals per game. Their opponents getting 12 steals from the Lumberjacks, and that is where we get into a little bit of trouble for St. Mary's, as they've averaged 24 turnovers per game this season, while their opponents have averaged 18. So that's one big struggle the Lumberjack girls have had the last couple of years, honestly, has been in the turnover category. And in a lot of the games this year, though, the turnovers didn't hurt St. Mary's that much. And then some games, obviously, they did. But you still, regardless of how they end up affecting the outcome of your game, you just don't ever want to see 24 turnovers per game. So that is the one biggest area of improvement for the Lumberjack girls, in my opinion, besides, some free throw shooting, stuff like that. But is that turnover number going forward into the next couple of years. Of course, this is Coach Wickert's first year at the head coach position with the Lumberjack girls, and I felt like they've had a pretty good season overall. Of course, right now sitting with a 9-10 record on the year, and things can go up from here. They've got a pretty good-looking JV squad that lost, I think, just one game all year, and they look to be a pretty good younger girls coming up. St. Mary's roster really is not young, or is not. They're going to be obviously bringing some girls up next year because that's the way it just works. But St. Mary's has on the varsity roster right now. And then they've got Lily Daniel. She's a junior. Tammy Sint is a junior post, pretty good player there. Lily Daniel's pretty good as well. Sadly, she's been out all this year with an injury. She got injured in about the third game of the season, I think. Taylor Jansen, a good outside shooter for the Lumberjacks. She's a junior, and Jacqueline Linnemeyer, a junior. So a pretty solid core of girls coming back next year that are juniors that'll be seniors. And Danica Sloper has a lot of potential. She is a sophomore. And I also forgot to mention Kara Sexton. She's a junior. She's a junior this year. She's also a heck of a defender for the Lumberjack girls. Pretty sure she's a junior. That's what I have her listed for on my roster. Let me double check that. Yeah, she is a junior. She's a heck of a defender. And so that junior there. And then let's see here. Getting back to the sophomores. Brenna Elliott, not a bad guard. And so there's some pieces coming back next year. And there is some good pieces on that JV roster. Addison Stewart, she's a sophomore. And she is, I think, going to be a star on this Lumberjack girls basketball team coming up next year. She did get injured as well about mid-season. And waiting for can't wait for next year to see her back on the floor out here competing and just showing what she can do. But I think there's a lot of potential in Addison Stewart for the Lumberjack girls. So that is a look at the season for now. Actually, let's take a look real quick. Leading scoring, Casey Watkins on the season has averaged around 10 points per game. Stacy Mitchell has averaged around 9. 6 points per game for Berkeley McGrill, 5 points per game for Sammy Sint, and 4 points per game for Taylor Jansen. That's a look at the Lumberjacks season so far, some stats and just a little bit of information. Let's take another break, and we'll come back with more of the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off.
Do you need help finding that perfect gift? Looking for that personalized touch? Come to Jack's Pharmacy in St. Mary's and let us fill your balloons. Not only does Jack's carry all of your gift and party supplies, but we're here to serve you with all your personal care items. Come in and let our personal care experts help you find just what you need from our wide selection. If we don't have it, we can get it. Plan your party at Jack's Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Idaho.
This message presented by the IHSAA and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture in St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs that quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community staple and Lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
Afraid to touch that breaker box?
Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benawa, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work, M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. For what we have is St. Maries. Call 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Maries.
Tim Parrish back here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. Paulette's #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off here on KOFE 1240 in St. Maries, also on our YouTube audio stream and on the NFHS network camera here in Lumberjack Gymnasium. Lumberjack girls hosting the Priest River Spartans in Game 1 of the 2A Central Idaho League District Tournament. And once again, we are recognizing Lumberjack seniors here tonight as we miss senior night. So we are recognizing them here on the air this evening. This afternoon, the next senior on our program is Stormy Lockridge. Her parents, Jessica Lockridge. She has 9 years of playing basketball. Her activities in school include basketball, golf, and National Honor Society. After high school, Stormy plans to attend college to study business and eventually own her own business. Her most memorable moments are when the girls put Jada in the toilet last year and growing stronger friendships with her teammates. Stormy would like to thank Bree and Lane for coaching her, Wickard for helping her learn more every day, her grandparents for supporting her and trying to make every game, all of her friends and family. Most of all, she would like to thank her mom, the one support system she has for everything. She is her best friend. That's St. Maries Lumberjack senior Stormy Lockridge. Now back to our countdown to tip-off and taking a look at the last time these two teams played each other. Actually, not the last time these guys played each other because I wasn't here for that one, and I don't have the stats for that game. And I actually forgot to bring one important piece of paper, and that was the page that had Priest River scoring against St. Maries in the first two games. So I do apologize. I forgot to bring a tad bit of my information with me, but things happen. So this is going back to the first time these two teams met back in January on the 17th up in Priest River. It was a close, hard-fought battle in Priest River. The first quarter, seeing the Spartans ahead 16-13. St. Maries was able to tighten it up in the second quarter as St. Maries outscored the Spartans 9-7. And actually, I think that might have gave it just a 1 point. I'm not really going to do the math right now, but it was a very close game at halftime. Let's put it that way. And then in the third quarter, it was St. Maries outscoring the Spartan, or tying the Spartans. It was a 9-9 scoring run in the third. St. Maries was able to outscore the Spartans 11-10 in the fourth to tie things up and send it into overtime. And that is where the girls went on an 8-0 run in the overtime period to win the game by a score of 50-42. So it was a very tight ball game, as is evident by the fact that it went into overtime. So it was really surprising. I mean, I wasn't here on Thursday, but it was surprising when I found out the St. Maries girls ran away with that game 42-13, just because that it was such a tight ball game the first time these two teams played. In that first matchup, the Lumberjack girls shot 32% from the floor. They only shot 11% from three-point range and 52% from the free throw line, while the Spartans shot 27% from the floor. They were 6 of 21 from three-point range for 28%, and they were 42% from the free throw line. St. Maries just edged out the Spartans on the rebound side, 43-38. St. Maries had 10 assists, while the Spartans had 7. St. Maries had 14 steals. The Spartans had just 7 turnovers. St. Maries with 21, Priest River with 28. The fouls, it was 18 for St. Maries, 19 for Priest River. Points off the bench, the Lumberjacks had 6. I don't remember what the bench points looked like for the Spartans in that game. Second chance points. St. Mary's had 17 offensive rebounds. They scored 12 points off those offensive rebounds on the second chance points category, which is a very solid number. And Lumberjacks also had 9 points off of turnovers from the Spartans. The Spartans only capitalized 8 points off of their 12 offensive rebounds and only had 3 points off of the Lumberjacks' 21 turnovers. So that was a big difference in that first meeting that allowed St. Mary's to come back into that game and tie it up. Leading scorer in that first matchup for the Lumberjacks, it was Tacey Watkins. She finished the game with a double-double, 17 points, 16 rebounds. Stacey Mitchell had 12 points of her own with 5 rebounds. Sammy Sint put up 6 points with 5 rebounds. Berkeley McGrill had 5 points with 6 assists and 5 rebounds. Kara Sexton had 4 points, 2 points for Danica Sloper, 2 points for Taylor Jansen, and 2 points for Stormy Lockridge in that last meeting between these two teams. Upcoming schedule, I just want to get this going before I completely forget about it. Like I said, the boys today are at Logos. Their game is at 2:30. That's in Moscow. If that game gets going while this game is on the air, we will have some updates coming from our field reporter, Tyler Olson. The boys' next game, they will be at Priest River next Tuesday. We do plan on heading up to Priest River to broadcast that game. And again, now that we do know that they aren't even really counting towards league play, but still want to go up and get that game on the air. Then the boys will host Orofino next Friday. And then on next Saturday, the boys will host Kendrick. Kendrick is now, most of the season, they'd only lost one game, and that was the opening game to St. Mary's, but they are down to 2 losses. They lost to Potlatch, I think, last week. So the Kendrick Tigers, a very good 1A team. Then on the 14th, the boys will host Kellogg for an all-important league matchup. And then the Lumberjacks will finish up the regular season on the 16th, and the boys will be at Timberlake. So that's a look at the upcoming schedule. We're going to take another break. We'll come back with more here from Lumberjack Gymnasium. When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Maries Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Maries is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Mary's, Shift and Grind says, go Lumberjack!
We are Dairy West. That means we are milk people, family people, animal people, people people. We are environment-loving people, giving back people, job-creating people, and glass all the way full people. As your local dairy producers, we are more than farmers. We are Dairy West.
It's time to winterize your home, and there's no better place to start than in everyone's hardware and lumber store, 10th Street Lumber. They have insulation, house wraps, stoves, and heaters. See their huge selection of power tools, paints, and painting supplies. And, of course, they have a full line of lumber supplies. Stop by 10th Street Lumber and see what they can do for you. And remember, 10th Street Lumber will deliver anywhere on 10th Street and Railroad Avenue, 10th Street Lumber.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The Securities and Advisory Services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255. As winter drags on, you still need to stay warm and keep your animals fed. XXX Feeds in St. Mary's has all of those needs and more covered. You can stop by XXX Feeds and pick up wood pellets for your pellet stove and pet food for your indoor or outdoor critters. Also, as spring grows closer, that means 4-H season. If you have a 4-H member in your household that raises turkeys or chickens, talk to XXX Feeds about getting your 4-H project. XXX Feeds in St. Mary's.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Maries Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Maries Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Maries.
Tim Parrish back here at Lumberjack Gymnasium, the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip off as we get ready for district tournament action. Your Lumberjack girls hosting the Spartans of Priest River. Taking a look at our next senior as we recognize the seniors on the Lumberjack varsity basketball team, Michaela Spray. Her parents are Amber and Kenny Ozier. She has 9 years of playing basketball. Her activities in school include basketball and softball. Michaela plans to attend Lewis and Clark State College to study business after school. Her most memorable moment is when Stacy and Danica almost gave Jada a swirly. Michaela would like to thank her mom, Kenny, Papa, Grandma, her aunts, uncles, cousins, Tacy, Stacy, Berkeley, Stormy, Kara, the Watkins, the McGrills, the Mitchells, her team, Christina and Chad Short, Becky, the Sextons, Christy and Chase, her Whistle Stop family, and Bray. Now we'll jump back into the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown tip-off as things start to wind down here. Only thing we've got left really is to give you the look at the Spartans. I don't have a ton of information on them, especially since I forgot to bring my points scored by them, their individual scoring against the Lumberjacks. But the Spartans, according to the Max Preps page, which I don't know if they had everything on there totally, but the Spartans are averaging just 31 points per game while giving up 53 points per game to their opponents. Like I said, they are 2-13 on the season. And their head coach, they are coached by, coached by Tyler Douglas. He's assisted by Nikki Yount. Their manager is Brooklyn Best. And that is really about all I've got on the Spartans tonight. As far as that, they are part of the 2A division now, but they are actually listed as an independent school. So they're not necessarily part of the Central Idaho League, but they will play in the Central Idaho League District Tournament. I think that is what that means. There was a school in the past, I think, was like that in the 1A level, and I think it was either Wallace or Mullen, but I could be incorrect. But there is always you can do that as a thing, and you don't play any league games, but you are part of that district tournament in your district. So St. Mary's. So actually, the Central Idaho League is a combined district of 1 and 2. So St. Mary's, Kellogg, Priest River make up District 1, and Grangeville and Orofino make up District 2, which in the past, in the past, it used to be just District 2 when St. Mary's was a 3A school, and there was really no 2A's upwards that I can think of. So honestly, if you really think about it, I actually heard that Kendrick, or read somewhere that Kendrick could possibly be moving up in the next year or two. And if Orofino and Grangeville are still in the 2A level on that side of the thing, you might end up with 3 teams in the District 3 or District 2, and then if you end up having Kellogg or Priest River still in the league up here in District 1, you might almost be able to separate those districts back out, but I don't know, honestly, if they would do that. But, hey, you never know. Stranger things have happened. So, anyways, this is about it for our countdown to tip-off, but we've got one more senior, and it is Berkeley McGrill. Her parents, Keith and Heidi McGrill. She has 11 years of playing basketball. Her activities in school include basketball, volleyball, softball, Business Professionals of America, ASB, and the Puzzle Club. Berkeley plans on attending the University of Idaho to study early childhood and special education. Her most memorable moment was when Stacy and Danica hung Jada over the toilet in the locker room. Seems to be the consensus of memorable moments in this year's amongst this year's seniors. Berkeley would like to thank her mom, her dad, Becklin, Casey, and Rianne, the rest of her family, Cade and his family, Grayson, Dill, and Beck, the Badgetts, Mel, Wickard, her previous coaches, and all of her teammates. And that is the Lumberjack seniors. That's the final one, Berkeley McGrill for the St. Maries Lumberjacks. We're going to step away. We'll take a break and possibly come back with the national anthem. We'll see what we decide to do on that one. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Heidi Kruger, your St. Mary's Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Heidi Kruger is a proud sponsor of Lumberjacks on KOFE. For all your investment needs, call 208-755-5294 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat, located next to Harvest Foods in St. Mary's. Open 24 hours, we have washers and dryers of all sizes to get your laundry done quickly. If you'd like to get your laundry done in less than 5 minutes, take advantage of our drop-off laundry service where we wash, dry, and fold it for you. While you do your laundry, be sure to take advantage of our touchless automatic car wash, which has that great undercarriage spray to get the grime off. Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat can be found at riverbendbubbles.com or call 208-582-4844.
When your car's not running right, you want an honest mechanic that provides quality work at an affordable price. That can be tough, unless your dad owns a repair shop. But in St. Mary's, times have changed. You have Jim's Auto, and they treat every customer like family. Get everything from regular maintenance to major repairs done at Jim's Auto and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto doesn't just offer oil changes. They're a full-service shop. Jim's Auto can diagnose that check engine light, change your brakes, and fix your alignment. Ask about Jim's Auto's new Express Lane with same-day or next-day oil and tire services. And don't forget, Jim's Auto is an authorized Tire Pros dealer with nationwide warranty, service protection plan, and free roadside assistance. Jim's Auto and Tire Pros located at 69 Milwaukee Road, St. Mary's. Winter is in full force, and Timber Country and the Country Fair invite you in out of the cold to check out their winter sale deals. Need new winter boots or gloves? How does 20% off sound? Maybe a new jacket. 40 or 50% off sounds great. Those deals and more at Timber Country and Country Fair on Main Street in St. Mary's. There's more than clothes as well. Sports apparel, hunting gear, toys, sleds, and more at Timber Country and the Country Fair in St. Mary's. Stop by today. That was the national anthem taken care of. Now we'll get our starting lineups. So the first starter for the Spartans, the number 3, 5'6" junior Samantha Pound. 5'7" junior, number 11, Marley Burgess Duquette. 5'8" sophomore, number 12, Desi Humphrey. 5'10" senior, number 23, Addison Kingery. And the 5'5" junior, number 33, Pavan Coleman. Now the starting lineup for your Lumberjacks. The starters we have is the senior guard, 5'7" senior guard, number 1, Berkeley McGrill. Then we got the junior 5'5" junior guard, number 5, Kara Sexton. Then we got the 6-foot senior post, number 14, Stacey Watkins. And the 5'9" senior post, number 20, Stacy Mitchell. And the 6-foot junior post, number 23, it is Sammy Sint. Lumberjacks coached by Dakota Wickard. The Priest River Spartans are coached by Tyler Douglas. Lumberjacks in their home white with green, and the Spartans in black with orange. They will be going right to left on your radio dial. Lumberjacks going left to right. It'll be Stacey Watkins in the midcourt circle. She'll be jumping up against the number 23 of the Spartans. That is Addison Kingery. And we're just about ready to get things rolling here. Official steps to midcourt. The tip is controlled by the Lumberjacks. Sammy Sint has it in the backcourt. St. Mary's brings it across the timeline. Sammy Sint controls it, gets it to McGrill. Now over to Sexton. Down into the low post. It's a shot up by Mitchell. It won't fall. Rebound to Mitchell. And I think St. Mary's turns it over as the Spartans bring it the other way. I'm going to go ahead and call it a turnover and a steal because I didn't quite see what happened, but I do think that is what happened. The Spartans have the ball. It's in the hands of Burgess Duquette as she passes it back and forth between her and the 33 of Coleman. Going to get a three-point shot on the way, and that is the number 3 of Pavan Coleman from the right wing. And the Spartans strike first with the assist. St. Mary's the other way. It's going to be Stacey Mitchell driving down into the lane. I think there may have been an assist there to her, too, as she puts it up and good. St. Mary's putting some pressure in the backcourt, bringing it across for the Spartans. The number 11 of Duquette, a timeout taken early here in the first quarter by the Spartans. They want a quick 30-second timeout. As St. Mary's, they did that because St. Mary's just about had the trap on at the midcourt line. So they saved that possession by calling the timeout. Sparse crowd here today in Lumberjack Gymnasium. Part of that is, though, of course, because the boys are playing in Moscow. So you've got kind of a divide and conquer issue going on here with games at the same time or on the same day. Not much of a student section here for the Lumberjack girls tonight. After the timeout, these Spartans will inbound from in front of the scorer's table. They get the ball in, and it is, I think, Kingery with the ball. Swings it down to the corner to Pound. Now back around to Duquette. Now back to the top again. That's Coleman. Now here to the near side. That ball is going to be deflected out of bounds by Berkeley McGrill. Ball will stay with the Spartans. They'll inbound from just next to the Lumberjack bench. Into the corner. Trying to get past the top of the key. Another deflection by McGrill, but the Spartans keep the possession. Back down to the number 12. That's Humphrey. Now they're still working it around the outside, just into the short corner now. Up to the top. Deflected again by St. Mary's. I think that was Sexton getting a hand on that ball. And the Spartans, though, still working their offense, taking it slow and methodical. They've got it back here to the left side to Humphrey. Up to the free throw line. Now back to Humphrey. Humphrey with the 3. Off the front of the iron. It's no good. Offensive rebound to the Spartans. They had 2 offensive rebounds, and they couldn't get one of them to go in. Didn't see who made that for St. Mary's. Going to get Stacey Watkins with a shot up. It's no good, but she'll be fouled. That foul goes against the number 23 of Kingery. First free throw up by Watkins is no good. Watkins on the season, 54% from the free throw line. St. Mary's chance to tie it up. Second free throw. It is up and good. Tie ball game here in Lumberjack Gymnasium. St. Mary's again with the press, going to get a steal by Watkins. And I think they're trying to get the pass down to the corner, and Watkins turns the ball back over. So St. Mary's gets the turnover and then gives it back. Spartans will inbound. Have the ball across the timeline. Up to number 11, that's Duquette. Backs it out to Humphrey. Back to Humphrey. After she had it to Coleman. They're playing catch now down to the corner on the right side. Back to the wing. Going to pull up for the three. On the way, it is off the mark. Offensive rebound. And another three on the way. It is no good. That rebound goes to Mitchell. St. Mary's will take it the other way. Kara Sexton gets over to Sammy Sint. Cross-court pass into Watkins. Watkins tries to get it into Mitchell, and it's a turnover as the Lumberjacks have the steal, or the Spartans get the steal, but then the Spartans throw it away out of into the baseline. St. Mary's will inbound. Sammy Sint looking to get it in. Still trying to get it in. Gets it to the corner to Spray. Now back to Sint. Or not to Spray. That was to Sexton. Up to the top to McGrill. McGrill drives, and McGrill going to be fouled. I'm not sure if that was going to be a shot or going to get the foul on number 12. That's Desi Humphrey, and they're going to say it was a shooting attempt, so that'll send McGrill to the free throw line. Berkeley 60% from the free throw line. The first free throw left a little short. Tie ball game, 3 minutes gone. 3 points apiece. Second shot by McGrill on the way. That one is good. St. Mary's takes the lead 4-3. St. Mary's again with the pressure in the backcourt. Trying to get the trap, trying to get the steal. Spartans get it across the timeline. They get it down to Pound. Pound drives all the way down. Shot is up, no good. Late whistle and a foul call against the Lumberjacks. And that one goes against Sammy Sint. That'll be her first foul. That sends the number 3 of Pound to the free throw line. Spartans a chance to tie it up here. First free throw's up and good. Second free throw on the way. Spartans retake the lead. 5-4. 4:56 to go, first period. 5-4, Lumberjacks trail. Press from the Spartans now. Sexton to Sint. Sint surveys back over to Sexton. They need to get it across that timeline. Going to go to McGrill. McGrill gets it up and over to Sammy Sint. Sint drives right side. Skips it under to Watkins, and the ball is going to be tipped out of bounds by the 12 of Desi Humphrey. St. Mary's will inbound. Sammy Sint into Mitchell. Mitchell shot blocked. We're going to see who had the block for the Spartans. That pass comes to the wing to Sexton. Sexton passes it down to the corner to Sammy Sint. The three-pointer is no good. And the rebound will go to the Spartans, and the Lumberjacks will get called on the foul. I believe it was Stacy Mitchell drawing her first. Too much contact trying to go above and from behind of that Spartan player. Spartans get it across the timeline. It's Coleman, left side. Berkeley McGrill comes from behind, slaps the ball out of bounds. If the ball stays with the Spartans, they'll inbound left side of the floor. Into Coleman. Coleman, top of the key. Works to the right side now, gets it to Pound. Pound looking, tries to feed it inside. Going to get a steal by Sammy Sint and a turnover by the Spartans. Sexton over to Watkins. Watkins, right wing. Takes it to the top of the key. Picks up her dribble, looking for an outlet. Gets over to Sammy Sint. Ball is swiped out of her hands for a moment. Sammy regathers it. Picks up her dribble now up between the circles. Gets over to Sexton. Sexton up high to Berkeley McGrill in the high post. Berkeley into the paint. Shot up and off the glass. It is good. 6-5 Lumberjacks with the 1-point lead. 3:40 to go first period. Spartans dealing with Lumberjack pressure, and Pavin Coleman was trying to get the pass out, kind of mishandled it for a moment and got called for the foot shuffle as she's going to get called for the travel. St. Mary's will inbound after the Spartan turnover. Neither team is led by more than one. Mitchell has the ball. Right wing, working, gets a stiff defense out in her face. Watkins, a little give and go, and mishandling that one with Sammy Sint. It's a steal by the Spartans. They're coming back the other way, and lots of hand fighting there by Berkeley McGrill as she's swatting at the ball, and she's going to misplay that one and get the hand, and they're going to call it on the shot, and that'll send Desi Humphrey to the free throw line for the Spartans. Spartans a chance to tie it up here from the charity stripe. 2 shots coming. First free throw's up and good. 3:32 to go, first quarter. Neither team has made a substitution. Tie ball game. Second shot on the way. Another bucket, and again a tie lead change. Haven't been keeping track of those. And a steal by the Spartans. Turnover on the Lumberjacks. Spartans, right wing, back to the top of the key. That's, I believe that was number 11, Duquette. Coleman now back to the corner. 3-point on the way by Pound. That ball is off the mark, and the rebound goes to Sammy Sint. St. Mary's the other way. Berkeley McGrill at the free throw line. Cutting from the baseline is Watkins. And we're going to get a foul against the Spartans, and that one goes against, I believe it's the 23. That's Addison Kingery. That is her second foul. St. Mary's will inbound. Both teams with 3 fouls apiece first period. Quick shot from the short corner by McGrill as she just kind of caught that and shot it. It was off the mark. It's going to go out of bounds as a team rebound for the Spartans. Spartans now ready to make a substitution as they've got a sub coming in. Going to almost get a steal by McGrill. Another deflection. Bringing it down to the short corner. A block by Sammy Sint, and Sammy Sint also gets the rebound. Sammy Sint with the block. St. Mary's goes the other way. Sexton has the ball, top of the key. Works it to the right side. Looking to get it into the post. It's tipped by, it's almost a turnover. It was tipped by Mitchell. Ended up in the hands of McGrill. McGrill finds Watkins in the high post, and Watkins cashes it in. 8-7, and the lead change once again. Spartans, again, facing that Lumberjack defense. And a timeout taken by the coach of the Spartans with 2:12 to go. Spartans will probably make that substitution change here at the break as well. We'll see what happens there. I need to see who's coming in, who's going out for the Spartans. See if St. Mary's makes any changes either. .23 is out. That's Addie Kingery. Aaliyah Jansen checks in for the Spartans. Lumberjacks make a sub of their own, and it is Sammy Sint that comes out. Checking in for her is Linnemeyer. Spartans have the ball. Nope, Spartans lose the ball out of bounds. And another substitution coming. 2:05. 12 and 11 go out for the Spartans. Lizzie McCracken checks in, as does, I believe, 33 was already in. Peyton Yount also checks in for the Spartans. Backcourt pressure from the Spartans. St. Mary's gets it up to Mitchell. Mitchell to McGrill. McGrill just inside three-point range. Shot is long. Rebound to Casey Watkins. The putback is up and good on the offensive board. And we're going to get a foul. Is it against St. Mary's? I believe so. It's going to be Berkeley's second foul. 1:47 to go, first quarter. McGrill trying to get that steal. Sexton, I didn't even realize Sexton was out. Oh, Sammy Sint is back into the game. Shot from the corner, three-pointer by Pound. No good. Offensive rebound for the Spartans. And then the Spartans lose it out of bounds. They turn it over. Berkeley's going to come out with two fouls. Kara Sexton checks in. Mitchell and Sammy Sint also come out. Taylor Jansen in, and I believe it was Stormy Lockridge checking in. Jansen gets it up to Watkins. Watkins takes it up the top. Pass is going to go out of bounds. It was almost taken away. It was trying to find Lindemeyer down the left side of the floor. It was tipped by Pound. It was almost a turnover for the Lumberjacks, but the Spartans last one to touch it as it goes out of play. Jansen into Lockridge. Lockridge right back to Jansen. Short corner. Shot is long. Rebound goes to the Spartans. Spartans bring it down. Coleman kicks it out to the corner to the wing to McCracken. Her three is going to bounce around and fall through. 10-10 ball game, all tied up once again. Been at least 4 ties in this thing and about 5 lead changes. Down to Watkins. Watkins, top of the key. Picks up her dribble, looks for an outlet. She's going to go to Lockridge. Lockridge, short corner. Looks back to Lindemeyer. Linnemeyer's shot won't fall. Ball tipped around, and coming away with it is Lockridge. Now they get it to Jansen. St. Mary's reset. Jansen has pressure in her face. Looks to be a man defense. Kara Sexton drives the right side of the block into the paint. Shot up, no good. She'll be fouled and head to the free throw line. That foul goes against Samantha Pound. That is her first. Team's fourth, and Sexton to the free throw line, 35% free throw shooter. St. Mary's can reclaim the lead here with one of those free throws, and she makes the first one. 11-10, Spartans, or Lumberjacks reclaim the lead. Next shot on the way, it's good as well by Kara Sexton. St. Mary's up by 2. I think that's just about the biggest lead either team has had. Bringing it down from the pressure. I think that was tipped. No, they're going to say it was not tipped, and it's a turnover on the Spartans. I almost thought that Lindemeyer might have gotten a piece of it, but she did not. Into Sexton. Sexton will bring it across. 18 seconds on the clock. Lindemeyer, right side, back up on the wing. Now she comes up to the wing, takes it to the free throw line. That pass is deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with St. Mary's. It was basically a blocked shot. 7 seconds into Watkins. Watkins out to Sexton. Sexton with the shot. It won't go. Rebound to the Spartans. And the Spartans can't do anything with it at the buzzer. 12-10, St. Mary's leads at the end of 1. We'll be back with the second period.
T1FCU's Ascend Checking is a simple free checking account that gives you the flexibility to earn dividends. Plus, get anytime account access with online and mobile banking, mobile deposit, and no minimum balance requirements. So level up your finances with an Ascend checking account. Learn more at t1fcu.org/ascend. T1FCU, your community, your credit union. Insured by NCUA.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch. Breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's. And we are back. St. Mary's has their starting 5 back on the floor. Trying to see what the lineup looks like for the Spartans. And I think I've got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So the Spartans start with the ball. They have it underneath. Shot is up. It's blocked, I think, by Sexton. That was Pound, or by Watkins. The rebound was to Mitchell. Shot on the way by St. Mary's. Offensive rebound by Sammy Sint. And a foul on the Spartans. That foul goes against Tony Marinello. St. Mary's inbounds to Mitchell. Gets through Mitchell's hands. It's going to be a turnover on St. Mary's. As the Spartans bring it the other way, Marinello brings it across. She swings it down to the 21 of McCracken. Back to the back out. Now into the hands of Yount. Yount guarded by Sexton. Now up to the top. Now to Marinello. Marinello right wing. Comes back. She's guarded by Sammy Sint. Back to Pound. Now to the corner. And a travel going to be called on the number 21 of Lizzie McCracken. St. Mary's will inbound from the sideline down by the corner. Left side of the floor into Watkins. Watkins will bring it. Watkins takes all the way to the right corner into the short corner. Now back out to Sexton. Sexton, the high pass into Watkins or Mitchell, and it's up and good. Nice assist by Sexton that time. St. Mary's leads by 4, 14-10. Largest lead of the game for either team, and too much contact there by Sexton, I believe, as it was Marinello got around her. And then she gave her a little body bump from behind. Sammy Sint's going to come out. Checking in for her, Taylor Jansen. Spartans inbound. Sexton again all over, and again, Sexton is getting called for another foul. She's pretty stiff defense all over Marinello, but they're calling her, I think, when they get around. I think they called her that time for a little bit of a foot there, and now Sexton will come out with those 2 quick fouls. Checking in is Linnemeyer. Shot on the way by the Spartans, no good. Rebound to Mitchell. St. Mary's the other way. Jansen has it, right wing. Skip pass into Mitchell. Mitchell spins, looks inside to Watkins. Watkins gets it to fall over the rim. St. Mary's stretching their lead out. Biggest lead of the game for either team. 16-10, Lumberjacks lead. Spartans have the ball. Marinello up top. Picks up her dribble, guarded by Linnemeyer. Now they get it out to Pound, near side, left side of the floor. Back to Pound on the wing. She takes it straight away up top, now into the blocks. Driving underneath, shot is up, rolls off the front of the rim by the number 20 of Peyton Yount. Her shot won't fall in, and the rebound is going to be taken by Mitchell. Up to McGrill. McGrill gets it to the high post. Give and go. Nice move, but she couldn't get the shot to fall as McGrill. The rebound, though, went to Mitchell. It's going to be a three-pointer by Taylor Jansen. It's no good. St. Mary's tries to save it unbound. They can't do so, and the unofficial team rebound will go to the Spartans as that ball goes out of bounds, last touched by St. Mary's. Marinello controls it down the floor for the Spartans. Works the way to the left, now back to the top, now to the right side. Picks up her dribble over to looking for Pound. Pound not quite ready for that pass to come to her, and it's a turnover on the Spartans. Jansen will inbound, a little bit of backcourt pressure from the Spartans. Up to McGrill. McGrill works left side of the floor, reverses, down to Jansen, right wing. Jansen into the short corner, backs it back out. Has it, gets it to McGrill. McGrill goes to the low post, back up to Jansen. Jansen, a quick dribble, picks it up, over to Linnemeyer. Linnemeyer works from the left side, looks inside to Mitchell. Mitchell can't go anywhere with it, and it was a travel on Mitchell. I was waiting for it to be called, and it definitely was. Marinello will check out for the Spartans. Checking in is Coleman. As the Spartans bring it down the floor, up to the top now to Yount. Yount tries to drive in. Getting the steal is Linnemeyer. And then Linnemeyer gets called for a travel. I don't know. I didn't see her travel. I thought she was dribbling as she was going down the floor, but maybe it was just that split second I looked down. I didn't see it. Spartans get the ball back after St. Mary's turnover. Seems to be what happens a lot is a turnover ends up in another turnover. And to get a three-point shot by Pound, it is no good. Rebound to Mitchell. Mitchell to McGrill. McGrill controls it. Over to Jansen. Jansen right wing for the Lumberjacks. He's going to skip past it to Linnemeyer. Linnemeyer, top of the key. Now she goes around, looks inside to Mitchell. Nice move. And it's up and good on the assist by Linnemeyer. St. Mary stretches it to an 8-point lead. It's a 6-0 run here in the second quarter as the Spartans have not scored in 4 minutes. Spartans have the ball, right wing. Little weave up top for them at the moment. Now into the hands of Yount. Yount hands off to Coleman, trying to get the give and go into the paint. Ball knocked loose, and it's a steal by McGrill and a turnover on the Spartans. McGrill has the ball, driving the right side, and the defense had their back to her. She was able just to drive down the side of the lane and right up and good as nobody was looking. The whole bench for the Spartans was trying to get somebody to turn around and see her, but nobody did in time, and it was an easy bucket. St. Mary's doubled up on the Spartans. Three-point shot on the way by the number 20 of Yount. The rebound went to Mitchell, and Lumberjacks back the other way. Jansen, short corner, just the shot up on the way, off the iron. It won't fall in. Fight for the loose rebound, and it will be pulled down by the Spartans. St. Mary's had a chance at it. Bringing it up is Pavan Coleman. She gets over to Pound on the right side, up to the elbow. Picks up her dribble, now skips it across to the number 21 of McCracken. McCracken working. She's going to take the shot from just inside three-point range, back to the iron. It's no good. And there's a foul on Pound, I think. The rebound was Jansen. It wasn't a foul. It was just knocked out of bounds. So Sammy Stint comes back in for the Lumberjacks. There's been some substitutions made by both teams. And I'm not sure who it was that went out and came in for the Spartans. So I'm going to have to figure that one out later. Going to get a shot up. Missed, blocked by the Spartans. St. Mary's will keep the possession. Linnemeyer comes out, 2:42. Shot on the way by Sammy Sint. It won't go. Checking in with Brenna Elliott. Rebound goes to the Spartans. Their shot is up and no good. Rebound went to Mitchell. Backcourt pressure again from the Spartans. 2:20 to go, first half. Over to Elliott. Elliott working down the right side. Dribbled the ball off of her. Like it got swiped. Ooh. I have to agree with the Priest River coach on that one. I think it was 21 McCracken that got that ball knocked loose, and it came off of, I believe, Elliott's thigh and went out of bounds. But they give the ball to the Lumberjacks, saying the Spartans were the last one to touch it. Sammy Sint has the ball, feeds it into McGrill, almost taken away, but McGrill able to regather it. This time, Elliott gets the give and go into the paint, and the ball is going to be swiped away. It's going to be taken by the Spartans, and not really taken, they tie it up, and the jump ball call, the possession stays with St. Mary's. Minute 57 to go, Lumberjacks 20, Spartans 10. Going to get the inbound pass to Watkins from the free throw line. Her shot is no good. Rebound goes to the Spartans. Bringing it the other way is Coleman. She's looking to try to drive all the way down the block, and they're going to get a reach foul there on the Lumberjacks. That foul goes against Sammy Sint, foul number 2, and it's the 7th team foul, so it's 1-and-1 time for the Spartans. That'll send the 33 of Pavan Coleman to the free throw line for Priest River. First free throw is off the glass and good. Second free throw is no good. Offensive rebound. They tried for the putback. It was partially blocked. And it was Sammy Sint with the rebound. I didn't see who got that block. 1:35 to go in the first half. St. Mary's leads 20-11. They've outscored the Spartans 8-1, and a steal there by the Spartans. Spartans back to the way. Shot up, no good, and we're going to get a foul, I believe, on Sammy. She was saying that her arms were straight up, but she was swiping at that ball when they first came down into the lane. So that'll be her third foul. Berkeley comes out. Sammy Sint comes out. Kayla Jansen and I believe Linnemeyer in. First free throw by Pound is up and good on the 1-and-1. 20-12, Lumberjack lead. Second free throw, front iron. It is no good. Mitchell gets the rebound and a foul on the Spartans. The foul goes against the number 11 of Marley Burgess Duquette. St. Mary's will inbound. And another foul on the Spartans. Samantha Pound, as she's trying to come in and get the steal, they say too much contact. And that'll be the 7th foul, and should be 1-1, and it is. It'll send the 42 of Jacqueline Linnemeyer to the charity stripe. Linnemeyer, 60% free throw shooter on the season. .118 to go, first half, I should say. 20-12, St. Mary's is up by 8. And the front end of the 1-1 is no good. Rebound to the Spartans. Brenna Elliott out there trying to get a steal. Spartans have the ball at the midcourt circle. Now they get it up to Duquette, right wing or left wing, down to Pound in the corner. Pound picks up her dribble at the elbow, looks for the cutter. And that was a shot up from underneath by the 21 of McCracken. No good on the shot, but the rebound is going to stay with the Spartans. I think it was a tie-up, and the possession arrow goes to the Priest River. Spartans have it in the paint. St. Mary's getting in there trying to tie it up, and they are going to do so. The jump ball will go to St. Mary's as Lumberjacks had 3 girls trap that ball in the paint, and it was Linnemeyer getting in there to tie it up. Elliott has it. Now up to Mitchell. Mitchell works to the left side, picks up the dribble way out there, gets it to Elliott. Elliott bounce pass to the free throw line to Linnemeyer. Linnemeyer finds some room, drives into the lane, shot won't go. Rebound was to Watkins. Watkins' putback doesn't go. Mitchell had her rebound. Her rebound wouldn't go. And finally a rebound for the Spartans. They're taking it the other way. Shot is up and good, and Watkins should just let her take the bucket, but Pound is going to count the bucket and the foul. Watkins will draw her first foul, and it'll send Pound to the free throw line. 26 seconds on the clock. Watkins going to come out. Lockridge checks in. Also coming in for the Lumberjacks is Sloper. Going to get the Lumberjacks bigs a chance to breathe here as they haven't had too much time off the floor in the first half. Free throw up and good. Pound shooting pretty good from the charity stripe. 26 seconds on the clock. It's only a 5-point lead for St. Mary's. Lumberjacks went on an 8-0 run early on, but it's been all Spartans here in the last part of the second quarter. Jansen loses the ball. Going to get a steal to the Spartans, and the Spartans coming back, trying to make the comeback a little bit closer here, as that's already down to 5 points. St. Mary's was up by 10. Good defense by St. Mary's. Pound has the ball. Tries to drive. Oh! Sloper thought she had all ball on that. Samantha Pound going to the free throw line once again. Danica Sloper called for the foul, and all of a sudden the whistles coming alive here in the late parts of the first half, and all of them going against the Lumberjacks so far. 2 seconds on the clock. Another free throw up and good by Samantha Pound, and the Spartans cut it to a 2-point lead, 20-16. Second free throw on the way by Pound. That one is high. Front of the iron, it's no good. Rebound taken by Linnemeyer, and the buzzer will sound, and that's the end of the first half. St. Mary's has seen their 10-point lead dwindle to just 4 at the half. We'll be back with a look at your halftime statistics.
You have a hazardous tree on your property? You need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
With stage 1 and 2 of the sports complex nearly complete, the Lumberjack Booster Club thanks Archie's IGA, Shift and Grind, and the St. Mary's community for their fundraising efforts and continued support in making this sports complex come to life. The next stage will be the sprinkler system. The Booster Club is looking for new members. If you have kids in high school or soon entering high school, now is the time to get involved with the Booster Club. For more information on how you can help with the sports complex or questions about becoming a member, contact Donnie Masterson at 208-582-1802 or by email at golumberjacks@gmail.com. And as always, go Lumberjack!
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active? Definitely. Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Idaho, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Maries community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those lumberjacks.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Maries, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Maries choose Farm Bureau insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life, plus they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Maries. So let's hear it for our hometown team. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Maries at 105 North 8th Street, St. Maries.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care, so you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
We are back. It is halftime. St. Maries leads the Spartans in district tournament action for girls basketball, 20-16. St. Maries outscores the Spartans 12-10 in the first period, 8-6 in the second period, and that is where we get our halftime score. Looked like St. Maries was going to have a runaway in the second quarter as the Spartans, St. Maries went on an 8-0 run all the way through into 4 minutes in, and then St. Maries all of a sudden went cold, and the Spartans went on a little bit of a run of their own to cut it back to just a 4-point lead going into halftime. The Spartans shooting just 15% from the floor so far tonight, 3 of 20. St. Maries 8 of 25 for 32%. The Spartans have 2 out of 9 3-point shooting for 22%. St. Maries is 0 for 3 from downtown. Free throw shooting, the Spartans 7 of 9 for 77%. St. Maries 4 of 7 for 57%. The Lumberjacks out rebounding the Spartans 22-16. 9 offensive rebounds and 13 defensive for St. Maries, 6 offensive and 10 defensive unofficially for the Spartans. St. Maries with 4 assists, the Spartans with 2, 6 steals for the Spartans, 4 steals for the Lumberjacks, each team with 2 block shots, 11 turnovers for Priest River, 10 turnovers for the Lumberjacks, 10 fouls for St. Maries, 7 fouls for the Spartans. The Spartans have 3 points off the bench, St. Maries with no points off the bench. 2 points off second chance opportunities for the Lumberjacks, no points off of second chance opportunities for Priest River. And the Lumberjacks have 6 points off turnovers, the Spartans with 3 points off turnovers. Scoring for the Spartans, it is Samantha Pound. Most of her points coming from the free throw line. She's 4 of 5. She has 6 points on the night. Paven Coleman has 4 points. She's 1 for 2 from the floor, 1 for 2 from 3-point range, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Lizzie McCracken has 3 points. She's 1 for 1 from downtown and 1 for 3 from the field. 2 points for Desiree Humphrey, who is 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. for St. Mary's. The Lumberjacks have their leading scoring is coming from. You've got Tacey Watkins with 7 points to go along with 3 rebounds. Stacey Mitchell right on the heels of Stacey with 6 points. Mitchell already has 11 boards in the first half with 1 assist. 5 points for Berkeley McGrill with 1 assist and 1 steal. 2 points for Kara Sexton. Sexton has 1 assist. Those points coming from the free throw line for her. Sammy Stint is yet to find pay dirt. She's 0 for 2 from both shots coming from three-point range. She does have 4 rebounds, 1 steal, and 1 blocked shot. And Taylor Jansen has not found the bottom of the net yet, but she has 1 rebound. Stormy Lockridge has a rebound. Linnemeyer has an assist and a steal. And that is basically it for the stats in this first half. Let's see which team makes what adjustments. The Spartans kind of found something there late in the second quarter to cut that lead to 4. Let's see if the Lumberjacks can make an adjustment here at halftime to maybe go on another run at the beginning of the third. But we still got a close ball game here. Remember, winner goes on, loser goes home and gets ready for softball season in this district tournament action. 3:12 to go in the half before halftime is over. 20-16, Lumberjack girls lead. We'll be back with the second half of action here from Lumberjack Gymnasium. Any adventure, any task, any time, there's a Yamaha utility ATV for any ride and any rider. See the full lineup at St. Mary's on Cycle. Adventure seekers can start with the trail-tested capability and comfort of the Yamaha Grizzly lineup. For the ultimate in mid-size ATV performance, check out the Yamaha Kodiak 450. And for those who mix work and pleasure, the Yamaha Kodiak 700 line devours chores and leaves room for adventure. Find your utility ATV at St. Mary's on Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler drops in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses. And most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in the responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, if you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
At Good Neighbor Pharmacy, we're committed to being your good neighbor.
Good Neighbor Pharmacy is an independent network of over 3,000 pharmacies throughout the United States, giving us the buying power to compete with the chain stores.
We'll fill your prescription quickly and safely, and you're supporting a locally owned pharmacy.
Your copays are the same wherever you go. Why not come and visit your locally owned pharmacy professionals?
Jack's Pharmacy is your Good Neighbor Pharmacy here in St. Mary's. Come in and say hi. Jack's Pharmacy.
And we are back. Halftime just about over. Lumberjack and the Spartans here in the girls 2A district tournament action. As it'll be the Spartans starting with possession. They will be going now left to right as the teams will switch sides. Pavin Coleman controls for the Spartans. Pavin gets down inside, shot up no good by the 21. That's 21 of Yount, right? I didn't know Yount was in there to get things going here. And St. Mary's with the rebound as it was Stint with the board. Lumberjacks, I think it was Sexton losing the ball out of bounds. So the possession goes to back to the Spartans. I'm going to do something different here and get my lineup corrected so we've got the right people on the floor. Going to get Sammy sent with a... No, let's see that ball stays with. It's going to go to the Lumberjacks. So we'll get a steal by Sexton. McGrill has the ball. Spartans with backcourt pressure. McGrill over to Sexton. Sexton brings it down the left side. Gets it across the timeline. Gets it back out to Sammy. Sammy sent. Left side, back to Sexton, down in the corner. Now to Mitchell. Mitchell spins, gets around her defender, and puts it up and good with the assist from Sexton. Lumberjacks score first here in the second half. Down the other way for the Spartans, the 21 of McCracken. And gets it out to Coleman. Coleman to the corner to Pound. Pound looks into the paint. Deflected out of bounds by Watkins. And St. Mary's will still be on defense. Down to the low post. Coleman will skip pass back out to the short corner. Now the top. Three-pointer on the way. It's off the mark. Rebound is tracked down by the shooter. And then St. Mary's gets a steal. Not sure if Sexton was the one that had the steal, but we'll give it to her. McGrill finds Watkins, and Watkins puts it up and good. Lumberjacks 4-0 run to start the third, 24-16. St. Mary's on top. Lumberjacks a little bit of pressure in the backcourt, try to get the traffic at the midcourt line. Spartan's going to get called for the travel as Duquette was battling, trying to get free and took a step there. St. Mary's will inbound from side court into the backcourt to Sexton. Sexton will bring it across slowly. She has the McCracken on her. She gets the elbow to Watkins. Watkins hands it to Sexton. Sexton through traffic. Her shot won't go. Rebound is pulled down by Mitchell, and then it is tied up, and the possession will stay with the Lumberjacks on alternating possessions. Sammy Stent will trigger it in from baseline here to the left side of the bucket. She's looking, going to go up the top to Sexton. Sexton right back to Stent. Stent has the ball slipped between her legs and goes out of bounds. Turnover on St. Mary's. Kind of a low pass there. Stent tried to gather it in, couldn't quite do so. Spartans with the ball. St. Mary's again, backcourt pressure. They get it across the timeline to Pound. Pound drives the right side. Going to get a blocking foul called on Watkins. That'll be foul number 2 on Casey. First foul of the second half on the Lumberjacks. Spartans will inbound baseline. Up the top to Coleman. Coleman working right side, trying to squeeze it across the paint, and it's going to be stolen away by Mitch Watkins, and Watkins turns it over, and a steal for the Spartans. The Spartans drive the lane. Shot up, no good, foul call. Ooh, that's not good. That's the third foul on Watkins. Watkins will come out early part of the third with 3 fouls. It looks like it's going to be Jansen checking in for her. Coleman's first free throw falls off the side of the rim. It's no good. Second free throw on the way by Coleman. That one is no good. Rebound goes to Mitchell. Have an update out of three-point shot on the way by Jansen. It is no good. Rebound to the Spartans. Update from Tyler Olson on the JV game. JV boys up 22-13. Going to get a shot by the Spartans. That was the 23 from the low post. No good. Rebound to McGrill. Going to get Jansen. Looking over the top to Mitchell. Mitchell spins. Shot is left short. Rebound goes to Sammy Sint. Sammy Sint cashes it in for the Lumberjacks. Timeout taken by the Spartans. It is a full timeout. 5:02 to go in the third. Lumberjacks up 26-16, back to a 10-point lead. We'll be back.
High school sports don't just happen. There's a ton of work that goes into every single athletic event.
And we have our school's athletic director to thank for a lot of it. Thank you.
For scheduling officials, so I can always play the game I love.
For ordering quality athletic equipment so I can stay safe on the field.
For mentoring my coaches so they can be the best role models for me.
For coordinating transportation so I can get focused for the big game.
For helping us develop character and learn lessons that will benefit us for the rest of our lives.
Thank you to our ADs for always creating a positive experience for us. We'll never forget it.
From all of us at the NIAAA, thank you to every athletic administrator in Idaho for all you do to enrich the lives of your students. It does not go unnoticed. This message presented by the NIAAA, the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And we are back after the timeout by the Spartans, trying to see if they made any subs, so I'm making sure I got all of their players on the floor properly for them. St. Mary's did not make any subs, I don't believe, as the Spartans have the ball. Over to the right wing to Pound. Pound looking inside to Coleman. Coleman going to get called for the travel as she tried to work her way inside. St. Mary's defense gets her stood up and makes her force the extra step. St. Mary's with the ball, backcourt pressure from the Spartans. Mitchell crosses it back to Sexton. Now back to Mitchell. Mitchell to Berkeley. Berkeley down to the corner. Three-pointer on the way by Sammy Stint. Off front iron, but Taylor Jansen had the rebound for a second. Spartans able to get the rebound, though. And that was not Berkeley with the three. That was Sammy. Spartans with the ball into the paint. Shot no good. Foul going to be called. That one goes against McGrill. That is her third. Linnemeyer will go in for McGrill. It was not on the shot, so the Spartans will inbound. The Spartans try to trick the Lumberjacks. They bounced off the back of Sammy Stint. That was Duquette. And they can't do it when St. Mary's turns around and gets the defense on him, but then Sammy Stint turns around and gets called for her fourth foul. And Sammy Stint comes out. 3-point on the way by Duquette. And St. Mary's, I didn't see who came in for the Lumberjacks. Ball is loose, goes out of bounds off of St. Mary's. Linnemeyer was already in. Trying to see who is in. It looks like it's Watkins. So Pound makes the three. St. Mary's turns it over, and we get a foul the other way. I think it's an offensive foul this time. And it is. It's the third foul on the 23 of Kingery. She'll come out of the game. Also coming out is the 21. I didn't see who checked in, though. 12 of Humphrey. St. Mary's with backcourt pressure. Sexton has it. And Sexton's going to be fouled by Coleman. That's her first foul. Second team foul for the Spartans here in the second half. 6-3 Lumberjacks run in the third. St. Mary's with a 26-19 lead. Pass over to Sexton. Sexton able to pull it down, gets it across the timeline, backs it up now, brings it to the right side, left side of the blocks, has it stripped out of her hands. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by St. Mary's, so I'll call it a steal for the Spartans and a turnover on Sexton. Coleman will bring it down for Priest River. 3:30 to go, third quarter, 26-19. Lumberjacks with the lead. Coleman picks up her dribble. Pound gets a look at three, and the Lumberjacks leave her open. The shot is no good. Rebound to Watkins. St. Mary's brings it down. Watkins drives all the way down the right side and almost has trying to look for somebody to see who she can get it out to, dribbles the ball off of her foot. She's going to turn the ball over. St. Mary's has had a few too many turnovers here in the last couple of possessions. St. Mary's needs to settle things down just a little bit. Spartans bringing the ball up. It's Coleman. Checking back in for the Lumberjacks will be McGrill at the next dead ball. Into the corner to Pound. Pound, left side, up to the elbow, picks up her dribble, gets the defense to come out on her, finds the number 12 of Desi Humphrey, and it's up and good. 26-21. Spartans again with the lead. Driving all the way down the left-right side of the blocks is going to be Jacqueline Linnemeyer, the junior. She's going to draw the foul and count the bucket. Second foul on the number 11 of Duquette. McGrill comes in. Sexton checks out for St. Mary's. Linnemeyer to the free throw line for the old-fashioned three-point play. Shot on the way. It's good. And we're going to get timeout. No. Everything's all set. Not sure what they were doing. But all good. Ready to go. 2:50 to go third quarter. St. Mary's up by 8, 29-21. District tournament action here from St. Mary's. It's the Spartans and the Lumberjacks. Coleman has the ball. Lumberjacks into his zone. Pound. Cross court to the left side. Back to the top now to Coleman. Down to the corner to Pound. Pound. Little stutter on the pass. Going to fling that up there. I think it was a shot from the short corner. Linnemeyer with the rebound. Linnemeyer trying to bring it across the timeline. Loses the dribble for a second. Picks it up. Gets it to McGrill. McGrill across the timeline. She's going to look to a wide open Jansen. Jansen off the glass and good from the left side. McGrill with the assist. St. Mary's back up by 10 to 31-21. Coleman swings over to the left side to the number 11 of Duquette. Duquette cross court to Pound. Back on the right side. Now they reverse it back over to the left again to Duquette. Now back to Coleman. Duquette now to the left side. Three-pointer on the way. Off the mark. Rebound to McGrill. Shot was taken by Humphrey for the Spartans. This time, St. Mary's tries to feed it down inside. That's going to be, I thought it was going to be deflected by, I thought it was going to be last touch by the Spartans, but I think that last attempt to try to pull it back in by Watkins ended up being a touch by the Lumberjacks and a turnover for St. Mary's. And a good hustle play by the Spartans. They did get a deflection there. Back to the left side, or the right side. Coleman now, right wing to the corner to Pound. Pound back to Coleman. Now they reverse it to the left. Then a drive. Try to drive was the 11 of Duquette. Three-point shot on the way. This time it's up and good by the 12 of Desi Humphrey. An assist there for the Spartans. Linnemeyer with the ball, middle of the court. Back to court. Spartans with the pressure. Linnemeyer dribbles around the defender, tries to get it behind to McGrill, and a little bit of a misstep there by Linnemeyer. Turnover on St. Mary's. Coleman brings it across. 31-24. St. Mary's lead. Still anybody's ball game. Plenty of time on the clock. Just under a minute, though. Spartans lose the handle for a minute. Working left side. Now they're going to look all the way across to Pound. Pound puts it up and good. Spartans with the assist as well. St. Mary's, 40 seconds on the clock. Mitchell has the ball at midcourt. Gets over to McGrill. McGrill left side. Give and go to Mitchell. Mitchell into the lane. Shot no good, but she'll be fouled. And that foul, I think, is going against the 32. I don't have in here. First free throw by Mitchell is no good. The 11 comes out. 20 checks in for St. Mary's. McGrill comes out. And Avery Baird in. Second free throw by Mitchell is off the back of the iron, no good. Ball is tied up. Possession will stay with St. Mary's, so I'll go ahead and give Linnemeyer. Oh, no, it doesn't. Possession goes to the Spartans. I'll give them just a team rebound there. 31 seconds on the clock, 31-26. St. Mary's with the lead. Coleman has the ball, swings it back to the right side to Pound. Now to the low post. Still in the way is going to be Watkins. 18 seconds. St. Mary's brings it across. Mitchell gets across the timeline, surveys, looking for an outlet, gets it to Baird. Baird working left side, back to the top to Linnemeyer. 9 seconds on the clock. Linnemeyer works to the right side, looks to get it inside, tipped away, stolen by the Spartans. Spartans trying to get something with it. They can't get anything going as the time was running out, and that's the end of the third quarter. 31-26, Lumberjacks up. We'll be back with the fourth period of play.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? KOFE Trucking is one of these. KOFE Trucking has been a fixture in St. Maries for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs that quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. KOFE Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. KOFE Trucking, a community staple and Lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Minnewaska, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Maries. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric. And we are back, trying to make sure I get the lineup right for both teams and where we are. So St. Maries will start with possession. Final period of action here from St. Maries, 31-26. Jacks with the lead over the Spartans in a loser-out game. Sexton with the ball. Up top, goes over to McGrill. McGrill surveys. Looking to get it to somebody. Instead, takes it to the free throw line. Little skip pass to Mitchell. Counts the bucket and the foul by Stacy Mitchell. McGrill with the assist. First foul against the number 20 of Peyton Yount, and that sends Mitchell to the charity stripe for the Lumberjacks. Makes the free throw up and good. The third quarter, it was St. Maries 11-10 over the Spartans. Pass for the Spartans, a high one there, and it's going to be a steal by Sexton as she's able to get to it. Sammy Sint will bring it from the backcourt, gets it across the timeline, picks up the dribble, goes to McGrill. McGrill straight away for the Lumberjacks, looking for an outlet. Takes her dribble into the. Gets just inside, shot up by Mitchell, and the shot no good, but she'll head to the free throw line once again. That foul goes against the 23 of Kingery, and that is her fourth foul. Mitchell back to the free throw line for the Lumberjacks. That free throw hard off the back of the iron. It is no good. Mitchell's second free throw, that one is up and good. I believe Mitchell now has a double-double, 10 points, 13 rebounds on the game. Spartans take the ball across. St. Maries tries to get the steal, can't complete it. Driving from the left side. Shot is up and no good. Rebound. Rebound to the Spartans. It got tied up by St. Maries. The possession will stay with Priest River. Spartans will inbound. Three-point shot by Pound. It is short. Rebound to McGrill. St. Mary's coming back the other way. McGrill to Mitchell. Mitchell high off the glass. Her shot won't go. Gets her own rebound. Tries to put the shot back up. It's going to be stripped out of bounds. Lost out of bounds by St. Mary's. I'm going to call it a turnover, I guess, on Mitchell. St. Mary's backcourt pressure, full court press going on for the Lumberjacks. Spartans almost taken away, but Spartans keep it. Timeout taken by the Spartans. 6:41 to go in the fourth quarter. We've got a full timeout. We'll be back.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community. the St. Maries Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Maries is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Maries, Shift and Grind says, go Lumberjack! No substitutions made on the St. Mary's side. I'm not sure about the Spartan side. I don't usually take stats for both teams individually on my stats program. I'm doing that here today. It makes it a lot harder when you got to try to keep track of two teams putting subs in and out. So Spartans have the ball. They will make a sub now here in just a moment, as getting ready to check in is Duquette. Up to the top to Coleman. Cross court now. Up to the elbow. Back to Duquette. Wide of the mark. No, they say deflected by. Say it was deflected by Watkins. So Peyton Yount goes out. Burgess Duquette comes back in for the Spartans. Coleman over to the wing now, left side into the hands of the 12 of Humphrey. St. Mary's almost gets the ball knocked away, and then we do get the completed steal by Berkeley McGrill. McGrill now has it. She's going to bring it across. Skips at the feet of Watkins. It's a little bit too low. Comes off Watkins' feet. McGrill able to get it. Up to the top. Going to get a long two by Watkins. That shot is short, and it's going to go out of bounds off of St. Mary's. As Mitchell, trying to get that rebound, couldn't quite pull it in. Up to the top of the key for the Spartans. They have it in the hands of Humphrey. St. Mary's trying to get a steal. A foul coming late there is a little bit of a body bump by Sexton from behind. That'll be foul number 3 on Kara. 5th foul on the Lumberjacks. 6 fouls for the Spartans. 5:40 to go in the fourth. St. Mary's leads 35-26. Up to the top to Coleman. Now they work it around to Duquette. Back over to Coleman. Spread about 4 out for the Spartans around the perimeter. And a couple to keep shifting back and forth. 3-point shot away by Coleman. That is in and out. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Spartans. St. Mary's ends up with the rebound. I figured Mitchell was the last one to touch it, but it must have been the Spartan player from behind knocked it out. Spartans into the press. They have a full court press going. Sexton working left side. Picks up her dribble. Back over to Sammy Stent. Lumberjacks need to get it across. They do to Mitchell. Avoid the 10-second violation. Bad pass by Mitchell. She was anticipating, not really a bad pass. She was hoping for Watkins to be cutting towards the paint, and Watkins didn't go, but the Spartan player did and steps in front of that pass and takes it away. I'm pretty sure it was 12 of Humphrey. Humphrey has the ball, pulls up for the 3. It's off the mark. Spartans with the rebound. Putback won't go. St. Mary's ties it up, and the possession will go to the Lumberjacks. As I'll give the rebound to Mitchell. Mitchell was the other player besides the Spartan player that tied that possession up. Again, Spartans with the press. Sexton hands it off to Stent. Stent still down near the baseline. Lumberjacks need to get this across. And instead, they're going to get a timeout taken. It's a 30-second timeout taken by Coach Wickard with 4:35 to go.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
And we are back, and St. Mary's, no subs in that break. I don't think the Spartans did either. St. Mary's with the ball. Sexton, draw to the right side, picks up her dribble down in the short corner, looks to Mitchell. Mitchell trying to find somebody to get it out to. Instead, she goes back to Sexton on the corner. Sexton reverses to the top of the key. St. Mary's with the 11-point lead. Into McGrill cutting. McGrill shot goes up and good. The assist from Stacy Mitchell. 37-26. Now it's an 11-point lead for the Lumberjacks. There's a 9-point lead before. That ball's going to go out of bounds, deflected by McGrill. St. Mary's on defense. Pounds to Coleman. Coleman between the circles. Coleman swings it to the right side. Into the hands of the 12. The 12 is Humphrey. Now back to Pound on the right side. Looking inside. Ball knocked around. Spartans able to keep possession. Shot is up. No good. Again, ball knocked around. St. Mary's with the the Spartans with the rebound. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch again by St. Mary's. Deflected out. Lumberjacks will stay on defense. The Spartans will inbound. Into the corner to Pound. Pound thought about a three. Sammy Sent closes that idea down. Coleman from the right side. That three-point shot off the mark. Berkeley McGrill pulls down the rebound. Ball is loose. And the foul is going to get called against the Spartans. I think it's going against Desi Humphrey. It does, and I think that is only her second foul. 7th team foul. And that'll send McGrill to the charity stripe. McGrill, 60% free throw shooter. Front end of the 1-and-1. It's up and good by McGrill. St. Mary's on a 7-0 run here in the fourth quarter. St. Mary's leads at 38-26, a 12-point lead by the Lumberjacks. Second free throw up and good as well. Spartans with the inbound pass. St. Mary's again putting on the pressure, trying to get the trap. That ball tipped out of bounds by, I think, Sexton. JV boys won 29-28 over Logos. And this game's going to be over. I'm not going to get too many updates in for the varsity game. And they don't really give the signal, but I think there was a travel on Coleman here on the sideline. Coach for the Spartans, I don't think agrees with the call. Inbound pass to McGrill. McGrill takes it right side, loses the handle, and it's going to go out of bounds. That ball just popped out of her hands. Coleman has it in the backcourt. Again, St. Mary's putting the press on. Sexton all over Coleman, trying to get the trap again and again. A lot of contact there along the sideline, but they're still going to call the out of bounds off of the Spartans. St. Mary's with the ball. Sexton up top. Takes it right, backs it back out. Tries to get it to a cutting Watkins, and the ball's going to be deflected out of bounds by the Spartans, so St. Mary's will keep possession, but it was almost a steal for the Spartans. Sammy Sent to inbound from baseline. Into Berkeley. Berkeley's going to take the shot. It's no good, but she will be fouled. That foul looks like it's against number 12 again of Desi Humphrey, and that is her third. Puts Berkeley McGrill back to the charity stripe for St. Mary's. First free throw, a little bit too much off the back of the iron, no good. Second free throw on the way by Berkeley. That one looks good. Oh, in and out. Looked like it was going to be good. Then that ball's going to be deflected out of bounds. Last touch by St. Mary's. So the Spartans will keep the possession. 2:50 to go in the game. St. Mary's leads 39-26. 13-point lead for the Jacks. They've gone 8-0 over the Spartans here in the fourth, and we're going to get a steal by Watkins. And then I think the Spartans got it back. And we have an injured player for the Spartans, and she does get up. That's Coleman holding her hand. She's going to have to check out. Hopefully she is okay. I believe it was Lizzie McCracken checking in. And I think St. Mary's turned the ball over after getting the steal. Spartans with the ball. McCracken cross over to the number 12 of Humphrey. Humphrey still has it. Right wing back to it was McCracken back to Humphrey. Now back to McCracken on the right side. McCracken back to Humphrey. Kind of just going back and forth, left and right on the wings. Now it's going to be a three-point shot partially blocked. I didn't see who had that. Skipped the rebound, and I think it was McGrill with the blocked shot. Three-pointer again on the way. That's no good. Rebound, Sammy Spence. And the Lumberjacks will try to get the ball up the floor. Spartans putting on that backcourt pressure. Neither team finding the bucket here in the last couple of minutes. Sexton with the ball up top. Gets it over to Sammy. Sammy, long three. It's good. Deep three by Sammy Spence. Sexton with the assist. It's 42-26. Lumberjacks lead with 1:50 to go. Lumberjacks look like they're possibly going to move on to the next round. They're going to have to go play a very tough Grangeville team. St. Mary's gets the steal, and then the Lumberjacks turn it back over. And the Spartans have it in the backcourt. It was a good steal by Sint. The press worked, but Lumberjacks lost it the other way. McGrill going to get called for her fourth foul. She's reaching around from behind. Hit that shoulder a little bit coming around trying to knock the ball loose. And a substitution coming for the Lumberjacks. Kara Sexton comes out. Linnemeyer checks in. Pound and a steal by McGrill. McGrill drives, and she's going to be fouled going into the lane. The foul's going to come against the 21 of McCracken. That was one of those, I think, frustration fouls where she probably should have just let the layup go, but it happens sometimes. Sends McGrill back to the charity stripe with 1:19 to go. Free throw is up and good. 43-26, Lumberjacks lead. Mitchell and McCracken must be kind of going at each other a little bit, John. The ref says keep an eye on these two right here and pointed at them. Free throw up and no good. Rebound tips around, and it'll be knocked out of bounds by St. Mary's, so I'll give the rebound to the Spartans. Stacey Mitchell was one of the ones that they said to keep an eye on. She was looking at her coach, shaking her head with a smile on her face. And we're going to get St. Mary's with another steal. McGrill gets the steal. They get the ball ahead to Mitchell and Watkins. And she puts it up and good. 45-26, and another deflection by the Lumberjacks as McGrill swipes that ball out of bounds. 45-26, under a minute to play. Up to the top to the Spartans. That's the 12 of Humphrey. Paquette trying to find some room. Gets it back to Humphrey. Humphrey for three. It's short. Spartans pull down the offensive board. They'll reset it. Pass tipped up. Been stolen away by McGrill. St. Mary's with 37 seconds. McGrill brings it across. 45-26. St. Mary's up on the Spartans. 19 points. They're going to find Mitchell. Mitchell a little bit too far underneath that time. And the ball, going to get a jump ball called. Possession will stay with the Spartans. Things getting a little bit physical down there. 22 seconds on the clock. Swing it around to the right side. Back to the top. McGrill with another steal. And McGrill has been on fire defensively. Watkins, Mitchell trying to feed it down inside. And I think Mitchell thought she got fouled from behind as she was pointing at Pound and talking to the ref. And the ref wasn't calling nothing on that. Turnover on St. Mary's. Spartans bring it the other way. 4 seconds on the clock. Shot blocked by the Lumberjacks at the buzzer. And no rebound. St. Mary's wins it. 45-26 over the Spartans here in district tournament action. Game number 1 of the district tournament. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with our post-game wrap-up.
It's time to winterize your home, and there's no better place to start than at everyone's hardware and lumber store, 10th Street Lumber. They have insulation, house wraps, stoves, and heaters. See their huge selection of power tools, paints, and painting supplies. And, of course, they have a full line of lumber supplies. Stop by 10th Street Lumber and see what they can do for you. And remember, 10th Street Lumber will deliver anywhere on 10th Street and Railroad Avenue, 10th Street Lumber.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255. Triple X Feeds in St. Maries is your one-stop farm and garden shop. Everything from pet supplies to livestock feeds and supplies, Triple X Feeds has it. Horse supplies, they have that also. From saddle pads to bridles, Triple X Feeds can set you up. Triple X Feeds now has hay and alfalfa in stock as well as straw. Triple X Feeds, located at 130 East College Avenue in St. Maries, open 8 to 5:30 weekdays and 9 to 5 on Saturday. Triple X Feeds, a proud Lumberjack sports broadcast sponsor.
St. Maries Realty is a St. Maries icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Maries Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Maries Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Maries.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Heidi Kruger, your St. Maries Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Heidi Kruger is a proud sponsor of the Lumberjacks on KOFE. For all your investment needs, call 208-755-5294. or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat, located next to Harvest Foods in St. Maries. Open 24 hours, we have washers and dryers of all sizes to get your laundry done quickly. If you'd like to get your laundry done in less than 5 minutes, take advantage of our drop-off laundry service where we wash, dry, and fold it for you. While you do your laundry, be sure to take advantage of our touchless automatic car wash, which has that great undercarriage spray to get the grime off. Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat can be found at riverbendbubbles.com or call 208-582-4844.
When your car's not running right, you want an honest mechanic that provides quality work at an affordable price. That can be tough, unless your dad owns a repair shop. But in St. Maries, times have changed. You have Jim's Auto, and they treat every customer like family. Get everything from regular maintenance to major repairs done at Jim's Auto and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto doesn't just offer oil changes. They're a full-service shop. Jim's Auto can diagnose that check engine light, change your brakes, and fix your alignment. Ask about Jim's Auto's new Express Lane with same-day or next-day oil and tire services. And don't forget, Jim's Auto is an authorized Tire Pros dealer with nationwide warranty, service protection plan, and free roadside assistance. Jim's Auto and Tire Pros, located at 69 Milwaukee Road, St. Maries. Winter is in full force, and Timber Country and the Country Fair invite you in out of the cold to check out their winter sale deals. Need some new winter boots or gloves? How does 20% off sound? Maybe a new jacket, 40 or 50% off sounds great. Those deals and more at Timber Country and Country Fair on Main Street in St. Maries. There's more than clothes as well. Sports apparel, hunting gear, toys, sleds, and more at Timber Country and the Country Fair in St. Maries. Stop by today. Now we are back here to wrap things up. Lumberjacks win over the Spartans, continuing the Lumberjack season into the next round of the district tournament action. St. Maries wins 45-26. They will now travel to Grangeville on Monday to play the Grangeville Bulldogs. And if the Lumberjacks lose that game, they will play on the 8th. And they will play the winner or the loser of the Kellogg-Orofino game. If they win that game, then they will play on the 8th as well but they will then play the winner of the Kellogg-Orofino game. So that is the next upcoming step of the district tournament action. St. Mary's still has at least 2 more games in them here in district tournament. Even if they lose this next game, they still will get 1 more game at least from there. So the Lumberjacks held the Spartans scoreless in the 4th quarter. They outscored them 14-0, and that really helped St. Mary's propel themselves to victory. The Spartans 7 of 41 in the contest shooting. They were 17% shooting from the field. St. Mary's a solid 40% today, 17 of 42. The 3-point shooting, the Spartans were 4 of 22. St. Mary's was 1 of 6. So the Spartans were 18%, Lumberjacks 16%. Free throws, St. Mary's 61, or Priest River 61%. 8 of 13, St. Mary's 52%, 10 of 19. Rebounds, Lumberjacks pulled down 38, Spartans with 27. St. Mary's with 11 assists, the Spartans with 5. 11 steals for the Spartans, 16 steals for St. Mary's. Turnovers, 24 for the Lumberjacks, 27 for the Spartans. 16 fouls for each team. Points off the bench, the Lumberjacks with 5, the Spartans with 3. St. Mary's second chance points 4, the Spartans with none. And 12 points off turnovers for St. Mary's, 10 points off turnovers for the Priest River Spartans. Samantha Pound was the leading scorer for Priest River. She finishes with 12. Desiree Humphrey had 7, 4 for Paven Coleman, and 3 for Lizzie McCracken. For the Lumberjacks, 3 girls double digits tonight. Stacy Mitchell, she had a double-double, 15 rebounds, 12 points, and 2 assists. Casey Watkins with 5 rebounds, 4 steals, and 11 points. Berkeley McGrill had 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 6 steals to go along with 10 points. 5 points for Sammy Sint, who had 7 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block shot. 3 points for Jacqueline Linnemeyer. Linnemeyer also pulled down 2 rebounds, had an assist and a steal. Taylor Jansen finishes with 2 points and 1 rebound. And Kara Sexton finishes with 2 points, 3 assists, and 3 steals for the Lumberjacks. Once again, good luck to the boys. They are playing in Moscow. We are not going to get any updates on the air for that game as it is just beginning, but we'll try to post some updates to our Facebook page as we know how things are going. Once again, Lumberjack girls will be on the road to Grangeville on Monday to take on the Bulldogs in the next round of the district tournament. We are going to more than likely get a feed from the Grangeville station for that game, so we will have it on the air. But in any case, that's going to do it here for us from Lumberjack Gymnasium. 45-26, Lumberjacks with the win. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here next time.
You've been listening to another production of Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 St. Mary's, your Lumberjack Sports Network. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We also want to thank our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Until next time, same as always, go Lumberjack!